Hello, this is part 2 of editing images for digital download. I wanted to show you an alternative option for saving the photos. Sometimes on the laptop I think it can be difficult to use the way I've been illustrating it, meaning after you make your changes you go to the brush tool and launch the photo into Photoshop, which in essence creates it as a JPEG file. So that's the way I've been showing you to do it. Let me show you another way if that's not working for you. So in this case, and there we go. I'm going to pick an image here for this girl. So here's the photo. I'm going to, that's very well framed just as it is. Good job to the team. I'm going to use the focus tool. I'm going to go over to the correct tab. Let's try the auto contrast. And it adds a little bit, I think. So I'm going to do that and just leave it at that. I don't think it needs anything else. Then I'm going to say, so again, you want to save as a new photo just as a habit. That's a good habit to get into, to save it as you have it cropped and edited. Save it as a darkroom file type. In this case, though, instead of going back to the enhance and using the brush over here to launch Photoshop, we can use the save to action, which you're familiar with from doing diplomas and sizing and naming photos to their kids' names. So you can go save to file, and then the thing is that for each folder you're in, you're going to have to change it here. So it is, a little bit more to do the way I see it, at least. But you're going to, and I'm just, since I'm on my desktop, I'm going here. This is Children's Place, preschool. It's the preschool kids. So I'm going to find this image 2063. Let's sort by name. So I'm going to find 2063 here. So there we are. But I don't want to save it over the original shot, if you understand what I mean. So I find it there, I highlight it, and then I'm going to edit that. So after the 63, I'm going to put an underscore pound 1, which is the same suffix that gets added through Darkroom when you save it through Photoshop, if that makes sense. And I'm going to hit enter. So it's definitely a few more keystrokes, but if the other method isn't working, this is an alternative. Okay, thank you. Hello again. Here's an example of using a tool in Darkroom that I don't think I've shown you before. I'm going to edit this photo for a digital download. This is how it comes up initially. In this particular case, I might move the picture over just a little bit, not to the whole center, but just a little bit. But as I'm doing that, I'm noticing right here, it looks like she might have a little scratch on her nose. So this zoom tool, you can click, I usually use the 4 times, and then you can hover over any section. It definitely enlarges the section of the photo by 4 times its normal size. And now I can see, yeah, for sure, that's a little scratch on her nose. Click it again, it goes away. So I'm glad I noticed that, because that is something I would change or would fix in Photoshop. But I wanted to show you that tool, the zoom tool. It does come in pretty handy from time to time. From here, you know what to do. You would save it, you would take it into Photoshop and use probably the patch tool or something to just get rid of that little scratch. Okay, thanks. Okay, I wanted to point one other thing out regarding the segment I just recorded. So with the little girl here, she actually, her mom or dad bought 8 digital downloads. I had done the first couple the way I usually do it, through the brush tool here and saving it as a JPEG by launching Photoshop. And you can see, I just want to point out, so in this case, first it shows you, I've sorted these now by time so they'd all be together, but it shows you this E says it's an editable file, it was an EDF file, and then the R designates retouched, but that's how it shows up when you save it through the brush tool over here. But for the one that I did through the other method, meaning I cropped it here and then I saved it using the save to, where did it go? Sorry, no, this one. So I used this one I did through the save to tool. Just one quick thing, it doesn't show that R, no big deal, but it actually comes in sideways. I already flipped it to be vertical. And another thing, initially it wasn't showing up here, so I had to go out to the photo library, view, and then hit the F5 key to refresh, which brought it in. I didn't get that on the recording, but that's just another little point to make about saving these the other way. So a few nuances with that situation. Okay, thanks.